Task compartmentalization.
Are you ready? What's that smell?
We're nearing planet Earth.
Oh wow. I've read about it. You've been there before?
Yes, I got that artifact there.
Nice. What is it?
It's called a record. It actually holds a sound message which is revealed when it's triggered by a device called a record player.
A record, huh?
Yes. You see this groove? It's continuous, but it changes according to the frequencies etched into it. The record is silent until its message is revealed by a special needle. When this is dragged through the groove, the record transmits vibrations to an amplifier and through a speaker.
Wow, neat. How's a record made?
Well, typically it begins in the recording studio with a group.
A group?
Yes, a musical group. A group is a music factory who comprise a kind of heroic clown role in the culture down there, oftentimes consisting of indigent or underclass individuals. The group members' highly specific job functions and task compartmentalization directly reflect its post-industrial imperialist origins.
How do you mean?
Well, just as the so-called West or imperialist nations on Earth were abandoning manufacturing and taking on the role of consumers. And exploiters of foreign labor. Its rulers elected a class of artists to mimic industrial work modes in a totemistic, mystical, and partially poetic sense. Hence, the groups.
It's a big ship hydro in a big shillelagh.
Is that the reason for all the grimacing?
Exactly.
Is that what these workers are doing?
Let's take a look.
I don't believe in free will. I don't believe in free will. Just do what I feel. I don't believe in free will. Just do what I feel. I don't believe in free will.
No, it goes 3 times.
I thought it went 4. I thought it went once. I thought it went twice. No, that's the middle 8.
You're thinking of the chorus.
I thought it was the pre-chorus.
No, that's not the chorus. That's the verse.
Are you ready?
Who's that?
That's the engineer. They might also be serving as the producer, or that might be someone else, or no one.
What's a producer?
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, we're ready.
Rolling.
I don't believe in free will.
What is the engineer?
The engineer is typically employed by the recording studio. He or she is a wage earner who performs skilled labor and whose job it is to record the sounds produced by the group using the various recording devices that you see in the studio. The console you see him working on is called a mixing board. Each lever controls the volume of one of the particular microphones being used to record the group. This isolation technique serves to control the relative volume of each recorded sound.
So, he's a technician, essentially.
That is one of her functions. In the studio, the engineer assumes the role of the insider, the agent of the status quo against whom the group will define themselves, both to maintain their sense of themselves as an outsider clique with an elite set of aesthetics, and because, as an embodiment of technical expertise, the engineer serves as the ambassador of science against the fantastical invocations the group will invariably try to attempt. The engineer stands between what the group imagines and what the group actually creates.
A gatekeeper.
Yes. Reality versus fantasy.
Are the bands of the lower class? It seems the engineer is working for them.
The groups are a special case, being magical characters elected to explain and celebrate class difference. They have a status which is, in a sense, outside of class.
How so?
Well, though they are laborers, most of their labor is unpaid.
Why is that?
Because their labor is infantilized. When a group works, for example, it is said that they are playing, like a child with a toy. Theirs is the only work in this society which is described in such a way. Because of this, they are envied and loathed by other workers for the play that constitutes their work. Yet most are indigent, semi-employed, and super-exploited.
So their work has no value?
On the contrary, it sometimes has great value, but unlike other labor forces, the groups have never learned to organize.
Why not?
Because their official job is as ideological propagandists, and their ideology is bourgeois individualism.
Individualism, but they are groups.
Oh, shh.
How was that?
You messed up on the third chorus.
Ah, that's a producer.
What's a producer again?
No one really knows.
Are you counting the intro?
Well, the third time you did the third part, you did the fourth part.
You mean the verse.
What is the group doing?
They're arranging a song. The song must be arranged according to 1,000 complex social conventions, with particular attention paid to the mores of its intended audience. When it is successfully arranged, its bewitching model of reiterated patterns meeting their dissolution in an explosion of dissonance, called the solo or break, and then reconvening in a display of controlled harmonic triumphalism, is a highly effective form of mind control.
Well, whatever part it is, try it again.
The producer again.
The producer is a kind of enigma, more of a witch doctor or medicine man than a technician. He tries to shape the proceedings toward a particular aesthetic.
What is their class?
It varies enormously. Some are like wandering holy men with no possessions. Others are typical corporate consultants, paid enormous fees for their supposed oracular abilities.
How was that?
Good.
Great. How is that? Great.
That was it. That was the one.
He is their leader?
He is invoked, like a god or midwife, in times of war, struggle, or for fertility.
What's that one called?
It's called free will.
That's the single.
I think Enough Said should be the single.
Single?
Once the primary mode for the dissemination of oral product, the single 45 record is still championed by some perverse characters, despite ongoing, determined attempts by the music industry to destroy it.
Why do they want to destroy it?
The single record is called a single, but it really consists of two songs, or sides, which are often chosen for their contradiction to one another. A slow song is the B-side of a fast song, for example. This form illustrates perfectly the dialectic, where two seeming contradictions are reconciled as one whole.
What's this inscribed here?
That's the label. It's a signature of the humans who created it.
Which one?
Well, this is the company that made it. This is the singer or the group who performed it. This is the name of the song. These names are the composers of the song. This name is the producer.
They are very concerned with credit.
Yes.
Why did they go through all this trouble? Why not just sing the song to each other?
Because of commodity fetishism, an inevitable aspect of capitalism is projecting sexual power on inanimate objects. Therefore, people's worth and power is thought to emanate from these objects, creating an unassailable place of power for the wealthy elite. As long as capitalism exists, the object will always retain power over the individual.
What happens now?
They mix the recording.
Wow, that would be interesting to look at.
Well, since we are docked in the fifth dimension, on the edge of this planet's atmosphere, time is plastic, and we're able to observe various stages of the planet's development in rapid succession, or even out of order.
A great tool for fact-finding.
Yes, visiting Earth in general is a wonderful way for students to see the barbarism of the late capitalist stage which our planet left behind all those millennia ago.
Let's take a look.
Now the song is recorded. Using the mixing board, the volume of the different sounds are adjusted to the levels that are most desirable for a final or definitive mix.
I don't believe him.
The voice might be too low.
You're right. Let's turn up the voice. It should really pop out. I mean, let's have it big, like on a Cars or an Elvis record. All right, yeah. Pump it up. Come on, don't be shy.
I think the guitar is a little lost.
Yeah. We can have more clarity. I want to hear it. I mean, Punch up the mids on the EQ and hard pan it. Hard pan it. I want that riff blowing my ass off.
The bass just seems really muddy.
I was just thinking the same thing. Hike up those lows and crank the direct signal. Turn it up. Yeah. We could have more clarity. You should sound like the gnarliest lowrider.
I see that loudness is very important.
For the sake of dominance, competition, loudness is another form of violence.
Snare sounds a little flaccid.
See this button? This is drum Viagra. And hey you, I mean, punch up the mids on the EQ. Yeah!
Wow. The human drum is always so intense. Why?
Because every human relationship under capitalism is determined by money. Almost all human interaction is necessarily ugly. That's why we typically avoid this place.
And yet, it's so compelling.
It's fun to look at through the viewer sometimes, but too much observation can be dangerous.
Why?
It can lead one to unconsciously mimic the dysfunction one witnesses. These human patterns, the degraded outcome of the capitalist system, are something that we overcame several millennia ago.
You think it's dangerous just to look at?
Dysfunction is seductive, attractive, glamorous. This rock and roll music is based on that very principle.
How so?
The idea that dysfunction, whether it's the inability to coexist with society due to an innate specialness of the particular individual, or propensity to an infantilizing addiction of some sort, is a necessary component to enlightened expression, leads one to a refutation of their personal responsibility towards others. It's just one aspect of bourgeois individualism, a key component to the horrors that afflict the globe. When the group settles on a mix, a tape of the proposed record is sent to a record corporation whose business is to manufacture and sell records to distributors.
Who are they?
This is the business owner and an employed wage earner. The business owner has used their capital to invest in producing and exploiting these marginal, semi-employed people's products. If the group is successful, they will make a profit.
What makes a record successful?
Bribery and mass hypnosis.
What if the group's record fails to be successful?
They go to jail.
What is it?
New Chain in the Gang tape.
Chain in the Gang?
Yes, ma'am. Chain in the Gang.
So do they coincide with any projected trends?
No, but marketing says we need some filler on the Invasion Anniversary Celebration compilation.
I don't know.
Boss, if we don't put it out, they can take it somewhere else. But if we put this record out and it fails, we have them right where we want them.
Are you sure this time?
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Can we get the death penalty?
The judge owes you one for those Bell and Sebastian tickets.
All right, get it mastered.
All the conditions of every planet we've seen on this journey, from the cannibalism on Hoplite 9 to the bloodthirsty feudal Torgonauts in New Arkansas, nothing is as base or as savage as this insidious market system. Can't we intervene? Can't we help them?
You know from your training that each planet has to go through the full trauma of capitalism before they can advance to the next stage. To intervene wouldn't even help them. They haven't reached a consciousness yet.
I know, but it's so horrible to just watch and let it happen.
It's difficult, but them's the breaks.
In the meantime, I guess they'll just have to endure the awful rock and roll music.
Okay, yeah, so now, yeah, we're ready.